We're just on the streets of Rome now. We have arrived from our previous destination and we're making our way to one of the best known pizza spots in the city. And here we're going to be enjoying some traditional Roman pizza. Obviously you know Italy to be the pizza place in the entire world, as well as pasta, but the reality is there is so many different variations of pizza that you can try, and the Romans, they add a unique take to things, and we're going to be showing you exactly what we mean by that very, very shortly. Okay, now I am super excited to try some amazing Roman pizza. This is the first thing we're going to try in this amazing city. Just on the north side, we're in a place called Trieste. This place is gorgeous. It's just out of the center, so it's a little bit away from all the hustle and bustle. You've got a bit of green here, you've got a bit of open space here. We've come to Agostino, which is a family-run pizza place here in this part of Rome, and it's one of the most popular pizza joints in the entire city. And this place is great. They serve the pizza in the traditional style of the Romans, which involves effectively making a big, long, rectangular shaped pizza and then cutting it up into pieces, and then they weigh it up and sell you the pizza based on how much it weighs. How awesome is that? I've only ever seen that done in gold shops. They basically treat the pizza here like gold. What's this? T-shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Wow.
Yes. Thank you very
much. My god, look what we've just been given.
Thank you very much.
A bespoke t-shirt of Agostino. Oh wow, on Corso Trieste, that's the name of the street, the area, and you can see here Agostino is right here. First thing first, this is a potato pizza. Basically cheese on the pizza, and on top is bits of fried potato, almost like a chip pizza. Oh wow, that is delicious, so good, so carby. Bread, potato, and then you got that cheese as well, good level of crunch. Good bite to this thing. This is really good. Cheese and tomato. The tomato is a bit more substantial, a bit more whole, differing to what you'd have on a margarita, where it's just a kind of sauce, the marinara. So we've got tomatoes and cheese. This looks brilliant. Oh wow. The tomatoes, fresh, really good produce. You can taste them, they're juicy. They basically overtake this dish. This pizza is all about the tomato. Very tasty. On the suburbs of Rome, as you can see, we are dining al fresco. Which seems to be the Italian way. I don't know if it's more sort of COVID related. Everyone else is sort of moving to that model as well. We saw like a couple of restaurants sort of building their exterior present. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of pizza here. So this is wood oven, traditional pizza, and there are many flavors here. A lot of them are quite different to your standard Pizza Hut or Domino's. As you can see here, if I go for the first one here, this one is an onion-based pizza. So it's pizza, and the toppings are purely tomato and onion. A bite of that. Wow, that is strong. If you like onions, you will love this. I'm a big fan of onions. You get the sweet taste of the onion rather than the harsh, long-lasting, smelly taste that an onion might normally have. That is completely eliminated. There's a bit of vinegar in there, tomato, caramelized onions, all on a plate of bread that is finely cooked. It is a really good pizza. This is the one I'm going to bite into next. It's not really a pizza, it may be more of a calzone because it's sort of folded. You've got cheese on the top as it was baked, and in between you've got sort of spinach. But I'm a big fan of spinach and the raw taste of spinach, and you get all of that here. It's not overcooked spinach. Sometimes when you overcook it, it loses all of its taste. You still get that spinachy flavor in between two slices of bread, and you can see there's cheese in there. There's also cheese on the top. It's different to what you'd have in London, but it is really nice. This bad boy was founded in 1918. They've been serving the good people of Rome for decades. On a usual day, it would be packed and have queues lasting for 1 hour and a half going up the road. But because of the coronavirus pandemic, there's been less footfall in this area. They've got freshly made pasta that they make in their own machines. You'll be able to see behind the screen there's a number of machines where they make everything themselves. And right here in front of me is one of the very original pasta making machines that these guys have used. We're talking a 150-year-old machine. Just look at it. You won't find something like this anywhere else. This is antique. This is something very, very special. I'm just being told here by the owner of this establishment.
Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly over there. Lots and lots of famous people have graced this restaurant over the years. Actors, actresses, politicians, presidents, they've all been here. They've all tried this restaurant. This is a classic tagliatelle pasta, Roman style. Inside we have mushrooms and peas. The peas provide a really distinct taste. Imagine mushy peas slopped all over pasta. That's kind of what that tastes like. And you got a little bit of hint of that mushroom. Just delicious. It's hot, it's fresh. You can tell this pasta has been made with love and has been made very, very recently. And the great thing about this pasta, not only is it a lovely, accurate representation of what the Romans here eat, but it's very, very cheap. It's one of the cheapest ones you'll find at only €4.50, served with a glass of wine and also water. You can't go wrong, and that's why this place is packed. This is why you have got to come here when you come to Rome. So here we are. We've got probably my favorite dessert in tiramisu. Having it from the most authentic place there is in Rome, from Pompey Desserts Parlor. It's supposed to be really, really popular amongst the locals, so we've come here. So tiramisu is basically ladyfinger biscuits soaked in coffee, and then you've got sort of a cream layer with mascarpone cheese sometimes, topped off with chocolate. We asked the owner, does it have alcohol? And he was almost offended. Apparently, the original recipe for tiramisu didn't contain any alcohol in it, but it was later adapted by the rest of Italy. So this is authentic and doesn't have any alcohol. Oh my god, that is amazing. I could eat 2 or 3 of these pots just to myself. It is so good. There's ladyfinger biscuits that are soaked, so they're not hard, they're almost like cake. You've got these bits of cocoa that are at the top, but they're also in the middle layers as well. So as you take that bite, you get a crunch both at the bottom and at the top. And it's sort of topped off with that Italian coffee flavour towards the end. It is the perfect dessert to have when you're in Rome. Giolitti Cafe is our next destination as we try the famous Roman breakfast dish, the mariotozzo, a sweet bun shoved with whipped cream. The bun is basically sliced across the middle and injected with that wonderfully fresh whipped cream. And the bun is sort of glazed as well to add another kind of texture, element, flavour to it. It's been enjoyed around Rome for about 200 years now. And traditionally, men used to provide this to their women of the dreams, to their lovers, and propose to them. They used to often hide a ring inside the cream. So there's a love affair with this particular dish, with this mariotozzo. Commonly eaten at breakfast, can be enjoyed throughout the day, but very, very popular here. That is amazing. The bread is very soft, very delicious, freshly baked. You can tell they've just made it this morning. Cream again, whisked with their own hands. It's fresh, it's made by themselves. And the bread, there's a wonderfully fruity taste to this bun, to this loaf. It's almost like a fruit loaf. And then you've obviously got the cream inside. It's actually very simple, but you can tell it's done really, really well. Mariotozzo, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely delicious. So for our next dish to try, we have come to the Jewish quarters of Rome to try an ancient dish, the deep fried artichoke. Now this is a very traditional dish amongst the Roman Jews. I love artichoke as it is. It's got a wonderful texture and a flavor to it, but this is a really new way of trying it. I've never tried it in this way. So let's give it a taste. And look, it just looks like a petal of a flower, doesn't it? Outside is one color, crispy brown. Inside, that lovely yellowish green. That's the natural color of the artichoke. All right, here goes. That is delicious. Really, really crispy. Quite a bit of a distinct taste between the crispy, darker bit of the artichoke and the inside. The inside is a bit more chewy, natural kind of artichoke flavor, and the outside is a bit more crispy. Tastes like a fried chip or something like that. A little bit of salt that's sprinkled on as well, which gives it a nice little salty kick at the end. Oh wow, and look.
This number one time.
First time fried?
Yeah.
Ah.
After you can second time.
I see. So the gentleman is explaining to us, after you fry the artichoke once, it comes out looking like this, and after the second time it looks more like the thing that we've just tried. Wow.
This is not good because it's very, very dry.
Ah. So you want to get the bottom of the artichoke is what he's saying.
This one.
Spoon in, carving out the inside, removing it. So he's just explained to us, after he does that process and cuts off all the top part of the artichoke and removes the insides, he just grabs the lower end of the artichoke, dips it in oil to cook for about 20 minutes, and then removes it, and then moves it to fresh oil, different oil, puts the half-fried artichoke in and out within the oil, and then that allows for it to fundamentally open up and end up looking like this. It's just, it looks like a flower, it looks so gorgeous. And another traditional Roman Jewish dish that we're going to be trying as well on our trip is the fried anchovies. Now we've seen anchovies everywhere being served up. They put it in their tempura like stuff, they put it in their pastas, they have it on pizza, but this is quite a nice way. It's battered and then deep fried, and then inside is that lovely anchovy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that is glorious. Anchovies, very nice, very salty. Salty dishes, I think, work really well with deep fried, heavy batter. They just work, and then you just put on that lemon juice and you get that lemony kick to it. It's delicious, very nice. We really have had anything other than pasta in the great city of Rome. So we've come to Osteria della Fortunata, serving the good people of Rome amazing, exceptional pasta for decades, and I mean since 1929. And the first thing we're going to do is going to try the cacio e pepe, which is pasta that's made with nothing more than cheese and pepper. Very simple, very straightforward. And the main thing about the dish is the pasta. The freshness of the pasta is what really brings out the flavor and the beauty of the dish. Oh my god. Man, this is the stuff. This is why you come to Italy. This is why you come to Rome. That right there. The pasta, beautifully fresh. There's a woman at the front. You can watch her making it with her hands. She rolls it, she kneads it, she separates them all with her own hands. And then they cook it amazingly in this lovely cheesy sauce and put a little bit of that pepper in it. But the cheese is actually quite strong as well. It's got a little bit of a tang at the end of it. Amazing Roman dish. You've got to try this.
We've got labeled dishes, which we've got here is gnocchi, which is like pasta, but it is potato based. And this dish is cooked with fresh tomatoes, as you can see here, and basil. It's a very simple dish, but it is really nice. I've had this in London many times for lunch, but I've never had it in Italy, so this will be a first for me.
I realized that after I did it, but this one has like more egg than usually.
That is really good. You can taste the tomato, how fresh that tomato is, as a little bit goes a long way here. Gnocchi is sort of flavoured with oregano, and there's lots of olive oil in there, and the tomato is just there as a coating. And gnocchi itself, just boiled itself, is actually sort of very distinct in flavour. And this tomato just takes it to another level. It is a really, really, really good gnocchi.
An amazing starter dish slash side dish slash antipasti dish that they absolutely love here in Rome is what they call the zucchini flour, courgette flour. Now, this is something which has recently become really, really popular in Rome and absolutely kicked off amongst the street food. But you can also find it in a number of the Roman restaurants. And effectively what it is courgette flour that's used to wrap up bits of mozzarella cheese and anchovies and then battered and deep fried. It's kind of like a tempura, if you like. And it's quite out of the ordinary. If you think about eating flours, it's not something immediately that you think, I'm going to try. Inside is that wonderful mozzarella cheese and anchovies, and then a thin coating of batter, deep fried and served. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Oh my god, that is fantastic. It's very, very different having a flour, like I said, but it tastes very, very nice. And the anchovy there, very nice and salty, so you get a good salty kick with that bite. And the creamy, almost spongy texture of the cheese really works nicely with this dish. I love this.
This last dish that we've got here is a ravioli. A lot of us will know and be familiar with the ravioli because it's quite common all over the world. So as you can see, there's 4 pieces. In this piece, you have ricotta cheese, lemon, and basil. And obviously the ravioli is fresh, made within the restaurant. The thing I love about this, all 3 dishes, although they may be just pasta, they're completely different. This ricotta cheese has that sweet kick towards the end, but then the lemon brings out the tanginess, and you combine that with the fresh pasta that's made and boiled in store. It is just amazing. It is really, really good.
So that wraps up our epic food adventure in Rome and our 3rd episode of Cuisine in Italy. Do join us next time in our season finale, where we hit up the oldest pizzeria in the world and are stunned by the beauty of the Amalfi Coast.